Alright, so this says late start, but I'll note that basically, initially called late start. But I'll note this game is basically called 12 hours. So if you're basically wondering about the title, that's basically why, this says late start is because it was late start, but now it's like 12 hours, but whatever. Let's get into the readme and always, get into what this game is basically all about. My 70 URL, initially called late start, but now called 12 hours, is done. You and the other heroes must save the village from swarms of undead and survive 12 hours, 720 turns. There's 3 different weapons with different properties, 5 different enemies with different abilities, and 6 other heroes with different abilities as well. Although it's technically complete and can be entertaining to follow the other heroes around, it is often possible to survive by hiding indoors and using villagers as meat shields while the other heroes bust some undead skulls. That wasn't what I was going for, and you missed seeing what the heroes can do, but I guess that's what the other cowardly villagers are trying to do as well. I seem to get the best score while hanging with the priest or samurai. You can move the arrow keys, numpad, or V keys and swap your weapon or armor with what's on the ground, G or apostrophe. You should press question mark when you start to get the better idea what's going on. The other heroes are the fighter, who has a better weapon and can go into a rage. The monk can attack multiple times per turn and heal himself, but doesn't use weapons. The priest can turn undead and heal others. The samurai has a katana and can do a circular attack that hits each adjacent opponent. The samurai will also commit suicide rather than turn into a zombie. The slayer starts with a wooden stake that instantly kills vampires, and she heals twice as fast as other heroes, and the wizard can teleport himself and then attack others at a distance. Now, I'm not sure you can place it from the browser, but I got the jar file right here, so we'll just basically start up with this right here. And yeah, it doesn't really maximize, so whatever. Alright, let's just get to it, shall we? So, Windows Capture. And there we go, we got this right here. Just going to expand this up a little bit. And nice, it's basically fitting my screen very nicely here, so that's awesome. Alright, so 12 Hours, a 2011 70 URL by Tristan Spangler. What is your name today? I'm Davian. Let's start. Alright, so I am Davian the player. I'm level 1, I have 80 HP, I've got an attack of 26 with my spear, I've got some medium armor on. It's currently 12 o'clock midnight. I can press question mark for help. And I wield a spear as opposed to wield, I guess, but whatever. Or maybe it is how you spell wield. I'm pretty sure it's I first, but whatever. Alright, so, help. Can you survive the night and help protect the villagers from the undead? Each hero has special abilities to help defend the village. The secret to staying alive is to find the right location, equipment, and allies. @ you, another hero or a villager. S. Skeleton. Weak, but you never know where one will show up. Z. Zombie. Slow, but they can turn humans into zombies. G. Ghost. Can move through walls. V. Vampire. Can't go indoors, heal when they attack and use equipment. L. Lich. A powerful undead magic user. Swords can decapitate weakened opponents, spears can counterattack opponents, maces can knock opponents back, and some heroes and enemies have their own special equipment. Because, a samurai has, the katana, the monk can basically punch people in the face, etc. Alright, so, I guess we just want to, help out here as much as possible, so. So apparently the sign guy is basically my monk. The fighter is basically the guy in red. The guy in purple is our priest. The wizard is the guy in pink apparently. I don't think he's going to do too well if he's going to basically lead him, but I guess he can teleport, so that's fine. Now, nobody needs to get this description of what's basically going on here. So, basically, you can see it says skeletons are attacking from the east. essentially get like little warnings when basically stuff is happening. So, whoops, someone has risen a zombie apparently. I like how the priest is basically sort of hanging back, I guess, because like whatever. Alright, so you counterattack the skeleton. Alright, so when you basically get into combat, you can basically see like the HP of the enemy and they're like, excuse me. Excuse me. Don't know what that is all about, but whatever. You basically see like a breakdown of like, what you're basically fighting here. So we got a skeleton here, he's basically level 1. He's got 50 HP left. You counterattack the skeleton and kill him. So you can see like them saying, stay inside, it's safer. Oh, someone got killed by a vampire. And there's a vampire right there in the map, so we'll have to deal with him soon. So counterattack the vampire. We always want to kill this guy down real fast before he basically like, heals up, so. There we go. And counterattacking these guys pretty well, I guess. Kill a zombie next, I guess. Now, I don't probably want to. I guess to pick up stuff here. So we got a sword. We got ourselves like the medium armor unit here. Let's just kill those guys right there. We're just gonna make our way over here to attack this like zombie. Note that they also have levels as well, these guys. So, hey, I'm level 2. Awesome. Alright, so there's the mace, by the way. I can pick this if I want to, so. We're gonna wheel a mace. Maces are good because they can basically knock back stuff, so. Awesome. And we got the fighters coming down here to help me, I guess. I think I said the monk died there, so that's unfortunate, so that sucks, but well. There's the knockback, by the way, so. Massive knockback. Up, the Slayer got level 4. Awesome him. There's Wizard Robes. We don't want those. Medium armor, mace. Apparently I can't walk through water, by the way, so the blue is basically water, and it's really hard to see, but oh well, that's just, par for the course for these games, I guess. Here's some light armor. And ghosts are attacking from the east. Now, it's worth noting, each of these, like, different, like, enemies, they basically have their own sort of, like, AI for how they work. I'll note that the, oh, we lost this, the samurai. I'll note that basically, like, the ghosts will basically fly through, like, buildings, I think, and the vampires can't enter, like, buildings unless they're invited, so they never get in. I prefer if you didn't, like, attack these guys, but whatever. There's this guy. I'm just gonna kill a skeleton here. Hey, I got the little free base carrying this vampire here. That's cool. I know the nice thing about, like, being next to the priest is they can basically heal me, so. Hey, I got the level 4. You basically like hang out with the priest, you can basically do a lot of damage, basically like, you know, killing stuff. And like, you know, not being like killed yourself. The fighter got the level 8, that's awesome. He got the level 5 apparently, that's awesome for him. Pilsons are attacking from the west. Oh, someone's got heavy armor apparently. You know, I think the priest might have a mace on him. And I just got knocked back. This guy's got a mace too. Note that you can be like knocked back from like the vampires, so that's a thing as well. So yeah, basically bonk, boink, boink. Knock me back here, and you knock back him back there. There we go, we killed the vampire. Level 5. I actually want to take the brunt of the force here, right? So like, you know, I can be healed up. Now, this is basically a game where like it would really help a lot if you basically had a look function. I don't think there is a look function though, because like, you know, there is like nothing in here basically say like, you know, there's a look function or stuff like that, because you can't really see like the HP, like, you know, how like these guys are basically doing. But, you know, you don't really need to like you don't really need that basically to get this sort of idea what this is basically all about. Set that ghost a little bit. As you see, the ghosts are very tough to fight, by the way, so... There's that ghost. And yes, Battle of the Zombies. Hey, I'm level 8. Just wrecking these guys, you know? Oops, I didn't mean to misclick like that. Well, that's all the zombies basically taken care of. Ghosts are attacking from the south. And I'll note there's like, you know, different strategies you basically can employ here, but you know, we're just going to have to basically like, you know, stick to near to like the priest. There we go. There goes the ghost. There's a zombie. Wow, the fire is just leveling up like crazy, apparently. Oh, no, over here you can basically see a lich over there. This guy's got a spear. You know, I might take a spear back just because, like, you know, even though the attack is nice, it's better to have, like, you know, with the priest, it's better to have the ability to sort of keep stuff from like, you know, being knocked back constantly, so. Probably, I never actually noticed this yet, but, you know, up here you can basically see there's, like, you know, time left. And you also see, like, you know, how many heroes are alive, how many villagers are alive, how many undead are alive. So we're basically, like, you know, as you can see, like, down to, like, just, like, you know, 9 turns basically left here. Ooh, Lichers are attacking from the south. There goes the ghost. You know, I like the fact that the enemies are varying, like, their HP and stuff like that, because some of them have a really good HP, some of them don't. And damn, that fire's still going pretty damn powerful. Now, it's usually, like, you know, nothing to be, like, you know, surprised at when basically, like, you see one hero basically survive that long besides the priest, because they can, like, you know, get to be really strong, but whatever. So, you can see, like, the point totals basically get for, like, surviving there. I basically lasted 720 minutes there, so we got 720 points for that. We got a level, like, you know, level points, we got, like, you know, number of heroes alive points, we got the villagers alive points. Undead, they're basically still alive around, I guess, points, like, negative points, basically, so, there we go. Let's restart then. So this time we got Mason Heavy Armor, and we were next to the Priest. You basically saw a lot of how the Priest basically works, so let's try and follow someone else around this time around. So I think the Samurai is the guy in red. So let's follow this guy around. I know the best way to sort of survive is basically just sort of group up with your heroes like this, so you just mop everything that basically gets in your way. So I smacked the skeleton. Let's get down here. Stupid vampire ran to Imo's spear. Apparently, like, this guy's got a spear, I guess. Ooh, Unholy Armor. So this lowers my defense, but gives me more HP, more attack. That's interesting. You know, I'm not sure I really consider the fight to be all interesting, but, you know, you get the idea of how it sort of works. Oh, there's a wizard up there. And a samurai. So, apparently there's like a landmass here. You have to basically go up this way to get by it. So that's probably like messing up the AI for these guys here a little bit. Oh, there's a Lich. Wow, I actually killed a Lich. Ooh, he's gone Berserker and looks crazy. So yeah, basically there's like, you know, Berserker Rage in this game for the fire, so that's probably one of the reasons he basically did so well. By the way, ghosts can float, right? So... Huh. I believe the game is froze. Alright, well, that's not a great thing for this game basically to do, but, you know, it has, like, you know, it has, you know, age basically to it, basically, so there's a thing like that. Let's see if I can, like, you know, end the task for, this jar file. There we go, that's done. I'll try one more time just to play it, so we can basically get a good feel of what, like, you know, 12 hours is basically all about. So I'm still Davian. Press start, let's go. I got spear medium armor this time around. There's a sword right there. Sure, let's go for the sword. We'll fall around to, you know, samurai this time around a little bit, so... Oops! Nope, by the way, you can see, like, which zombies have been, like, you know, turned, so... Basically, this was, like, you know, a player, like, this, like, zombie... No, it's not a zombie, it's, like, you know, something else. Oh, we already lost our monk. Is that the fighter? So apparently we got the fighter with us as well, so that's cool. We got a vampire, we gotta worry about him. We lost our wizard apparently. So yeah, basically this is a samurai right here, right? So... Oh, we lost our lich! Or we lost the slayer to a lich. I know the liches are basically very dangerous ones in this map, by the way, because they can basically, you know, cast spells like everything else. Oh, I got punted by, like, the mace. Let's kill off this guy here if I can. As they're going after a skeleton. I'm not the AI for these guys, apparently. They like to, like, you know, focus on who's basically closest to them rather than, like, you know, going to any specific direction. So you can always basically tell, like, where these guys are going because they're going to go to, like, you know, the closest enemy you can basically see. I think. I'm not sure where the samurai's basically going. It's going after a skeleton. Okay, makes sense. There we go. Killed a zombie. Or the samurai killed it. Oh, no, by the way, they do like these, like, different... Oh, there goes the, oh, she just got punted. That's fine. So I got punted there myself. Then you got mace. Heavy armor. Boop, I'll take heavy armor. There we go. Kill off the vampire. Yeah, I'm not like these, like, you know, the AI will basically go after what's basically closest to him than anything else. I believe it is. You know, I don't think I've gotten a single kill yet, so... That's not useful, but whatever. Oh, there's a skeleton right there. We'll just hang around with the samurai, I guess, because why not? Oh, someone got killed by a ghost. Nope, by the way, the score's not going to be very good this time, because, like, you know, most of the village has been killed this time around. And it's just me, the fighter, and the samurai around, so... So yeah, although, like, issues, like, you know, characters have, like, different sort of, like, you know, sets for them. I think the fighter and the samurai are supposed to be, like, you know, heavy damage dealers, so... the fighter will basically, of course, like, you know, berserk things. The samurai just has high DPS. If you look at the priest, they're basically sort of like a support character. The wizard is basically like, you know, no support character, basically like, you know, hits from like, you know, behind. The slayer is basically like, especially like, you know, kill vampire type of character. It's just you and me now, Davian. So we lost the fighter apparently. Play together. And yeah, this is like another thing where like the UI can be like sort of an issue because essentially like, you know, the UI is basically covering us here. And we can't really tell like, you know, what we're basically doing here except being punched by ghosts and stuff. Oh, so here we go. You saw him basically do a spinning attack. Basically this is something the samurai can do. He's got like special abilities like this. There we go, we killed the ghost. Now I'm about to die, but that's fine. We can basically, like, you know, we'll go and die and basically, like, you know, we can show off, like, some of the other... Whoa, that's a lot of ghosts. So there we go, we basically died here. You did not survive, you basically get a point total, but even if you don't, like, live, but, you know, whatever, it's fine. Alright, so I got myself a spear, I got, like, you know... I will a mace and heavy armor. That's fine, I guess. So we saw what the samurai basically does. We saw, like, the fire basically goes berserk. The, like, you know, the monk basically, like, you know, peppers things with, like, their fists. The you know, the wizard teleports. The you know, priest heals. Let's go follow the slayer a little bit, I think. So you basically see what they're all about. So I think that's a slayer right there. Oh, someone's getting killed by vampires. Oh, we just lost a wizard. There we go, we kill off this guy. But now, note the Slayer basically, they're really good against vampires, so if they basically catch vampires, they'll basically just, like, you know, rip through them like crazy. Because, you know, they're staking them, right? Vampires are attacking from the north. See, this would be very good to basically have, like, a sort of, like, you know, smart AI for, like, the Slayer. Instead of them, like, basically, like, you know, moping around, like, you know, thinking, I'm just gonna, like, you know, kill the nearest guy to be, like, you know, aiming for where the vampires are. So, blam. She stabs the vampire in the heart, and that instantly kills her, right? So... Smack. There we go. Smack. I think the Slayer got the kill there, interestingly enough. Let's go after these zombies over here to try and get some experience. Zombies are attacking from north. Let's kill off zombie off. Okay, I wasn't sure you could basically knock back the ghost with like your mace, but I guess you can. Even though like they're technically ethereal, so well, there goes that villager. There's a zombie. Yay, killed something! I'm still on level 1 by the way, so... Oh, there's the Lich by the way, so... Here's what Liches are basically all about. Oh, we lost our fight to a Lich. So yeah, here's a name like you know, Emmy basically. This guy's got a skull staff, he's got unholy robes. Lots of HP on him. You feel chill. Well, whatever, we killed the Lich. And now it's just me and the Slayer apparently, so... It really goes to show you obviously protect the priest because, you know, if you keep the priest alive, then like, you know, things go a lot better for you. I find it odd to say basically he's like living this long, but just because like, you know, I basically hung up out of it, right? So do. Stab that like vampire, it's awesome. Liches are attacking from the south. Let's go for a zombie. I don't feel I'll be living that long, but you know. Whatever. I had a good run at least. Alright, well, that was basically 12 hours, and so for the most part I thought that was a very interesting roguelike because it's essentially like a survival one, but it's still got that very like, you know, roguelike nature where like you've got like an end goal basically to sort of like get to, and I think it sort of helps out. I'll note that basically you can see like a lot of like these like sort of like, you know, stand at night type of like, you know, roguelike games like, you know, being made where basically it's like tower defense and stuff like that. But you know, this is like a more traditional like roguelike type of format, and it's not the first basically seen since somebody else either, because there's also Berserk. I might want to do that at some point too, but Berserk is basically based off Berserk the anime, or like, you know, the manga or whatever. You basically already have an idea what that's basically all about, because if you know the story of Berserk, basically Guts basically is betrayed by Griffith, and then like, you know, all help basically breaks loose for him, and it's basically chased by demons every night, and that's what the, you know, the Sims was basically all about, being chased by demons every night. But whatever. Hope you enjoyed it, and take care.